Johnny to come and join me up here. And if you missed this morning, you need to go online and watch the message from today, because they tag team and they preached this morning, and it was a phenomenal message talking about purpose and our purpose that God has called all of us to, that our calling, we may be called, but God's using that everyday obedience and our purpose that He's given us every day to bring that calling to fruition in our lives. And just a powerful word, and I had them speak because they're principally the ones who are going to be doing all the teaching and the ministry and different parts that are taking place in this building. And I asked them to come up here this evening just to share what this building will mean to them and to their ministry, and share what God is doing in Frontline and in Kairos even now. We got a glimpse of that this morning. How many Frontline students do I have? Do I have Frontline students? Any of you guys here tonight? Yell really loud. We just hear you yell. Frontline students here. Good. Awesome. Pastor Matt, tell us, what does this mean?
Yeah.
It means so much. Woo!
Yeah,
honestly, though, we are so excited about having a student center. We're excited because this will be the first time that we have like an identifiable space that we can say this is ours, a little sense of ownership, and we've been needing it. One, because we've been growing, because students are living out their purpose, which means they're inviting their friends and they're fighting for their friends, and we've been growing, and we've been running out of room, and I am running out of creativity on how to make it all fit. And so we need it simply for space reasons, but we also need it because we want this building to mean something. I don't want it just to be the word student center to be all it is. It's just a fun hangout place. I want it to mean something. I want it to mean life transformation. I want it to mean healing. I want it to mean purpose. I want it to mean community. And that is another reason why we're so excited, because we have a chance to start from the ground up and build something that will last from generation after generation, from students in elementary that are able to come up into junior high and high school and learn what it means to be a follower of Jesus and to make disciples, and then to also transition into Kairos and continue doing it as a young adult. You know, whenever we first started talking about getting this student center, God kind of gave me a verse, and it's been with me ever since. I want to read it to you. It's out of Isaiah chapter 43. And up to this point, Isaiah's kind of listing off all these amazing things that God has already done. But then he says this in 18. He says, but forget all of that, because it is nothing compared to what I am going to do. And that's kind of how I feel right now. It's like God has been doing some amazing things. We're hearing testimonies of students' lives being transformed, of students reaching out, and they're so cool. But we can forget all of that because God's ready to do something even better, something new. And he says, see, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. And that's what we're thinking about this place. To be a light into the community, to be a light and resource for schools. I'll share this with you. I've been recently able to get onto Spring High School campus, and I was talking to some of the students that were there, and also some of the leaders that were there. And one of the cool things was that I was telling them a student center, and I had faculty members, I had students, and also different ministers that were saying, we've been looking for a church around this area that had a student center because we've been looking for a place to send students. And it was so cool. They were excited about it, and I was like, man, give to the legacy fund, here's the link. But it was awesome. And then even the other day, I was at Sonic, and I was hanging out at Sonic because right after school gets out for the high school students, a lot of them just walk over to Sonic, and I was walking at Sonic, and I showed up, and this is one of the coolest things I told Pastor Larry, is I showed up, and all of a sudden I started hearing my name, Pastor Matt, and I was looking around like, who is calling me? And I started to see students, high school students that were part of our theater program and part of the football team, and they were coming out there and they were saying, this is our youth pastor. And next thing you know, we had this crowd of about 20 or 30, and all of them were like, who are you? What are you doing? I was like, I'm just a youth pastor, and these are just students that love Jesus. Come hang out with us. And they were like, we're going to do it. Where are y'all at? And so it's just exciting things